Damn it, dude. I'm just trying to record a driving video. I thought I fully sorted this car out. If you follow me on Instagram, then you saw yesterday I was having fuel pressure issues because my surge tank fuel pump was not turning on. It has left me stranded before because of a misconnection in here or inside. So I went in, put a lock washer, then put a lock nut on top of the regular nut, so it's sandwiching. And I'm over here thinking that I'm never gonna have a fuel issue again. And again, it just happened. So my fuel pumps aren't turning on. So let me see if the relays, please, fuck, they're still connected. Oh, I don't know what to do now. The relays are in and good looking. What the f, now I hear the fuel pumps turning on. Is it this? Is this the issue? I think these wires might be too tight. They might be pulling out of the relay. Dude, it's the hottest day of the year. This car does not have AC yet, but I want to get AC in this car. It'd be really nice for a day like today. Fucking hell. I guess it was something with the relays. I just wiggled them around and they work now, so. Dude, this car is the most insane roller coaster of emotions. Dude, it's too hot to be dealing with this shit right now. I just want to film a driving video. It kept doing that where it started for 3 seconds and then just lost fuel pressure and died like 15 times. So when it started, I just revved it to the moon and it's good now. I don't think I've sweat this much ever in my life. Even in a sauna, I have not sweat this much. It feels like 100 degrees right now. I thought it'd be a good idea to go out and record a video for you guys. It's way too hot to have a potential failure out here. This is dangerous. I have no words for the amount of heat that I just endured. And I was only there for like 15 minutes, but oh my God, it was so hot. I just put the car in neutral and it died. Dude, this is crazy. This guy's right in my flying spot, bro. Yo, go. Yo, go. My car's dead. Go. Yes, please. Thank you. I need to be in this lane. I'm not making it over there, so I'm pulling it into here. Oh my God. Oh. Perfect. God, that if that dude didn't move at the last second, I don't think I would have made it in here. Yep, I have no fuel pressure again. Dude. This also just happened 20 minutes ago when I filled up to get gas. I waited like 10 minutes and it worked again. Diagnosing an intermittent issue is so difficult because of this exact reason. It happens and then it doesn't happen. I was just driving normal. Yeah. So earlier my fuel was boiling and this was so hot that I could not touch it. I think it's very possible that the fuel pump is just toast after getting baked for so long. Like, it must have been at least 300 degrees because I couldn't touch it for even 1 second. And now I hear the fuel pump going off inside, so that must mean this is getting power as well, but it's pissed. It just started working and then it died again, and then it just started working now. But I am so scared because there's not really anywhere to go if it dies that way. And I don't want the car to die while I'm pulling out. Please, okay, it's clear. I was so scared that if cars were coming and the car died right here, they'd just smash into me. Please don't die, just get me home. I'm gonna buy a new fuel pump. That fuel pump has to be done. I think I boiled the fuel pump to death earlier today. Damn it, bro. Because it's intermittent, it's getting power, the relay's clicking. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just bringing my ass home. I finally got a new fuel pump for my stock fuel tank in the E30. I've always had the DW300 in the stock tank, which is a high pressure 340 liter per hour flow fuel pump, but that's bad when you have a surge tank because then that sucks all the fuel away from itself and allows it to pick up way more air than it should. And I'm guessing the fuel was boiling on this car because that fuel pump might have been picking up some air, getting very hot, and then any fuel that goes through it is just going to be extremely hot. And with that, that would be getting the whole surge tank extremely hot. So that's my theory on why the fuel was boiling that day. I'm hoping that this fuel pump is going to fix these issues because I really do not want to have hot fuel. Hopefully now with this low pressure pump, it's going to be able to cycle all the fuel out of the surge tank and back into the stock tank with no issues, since there's only one high pressure pump in the system now instead of two. This pump right here was like one of the only ones that I can find that was a low pressure lift pump, and it's tiny. This thing should work. Hopefully my fuel isn't going to be extremely hot after ripping on it. This is just me theorizing. I really have no idea why any of these issues are coming up, but there's only one way to find out. Fix one thing that you know needs fixing and hope that that gets rid of the issue. Oh my God. Not ideal, not ideal. Right on the freshly painted seats. The fuel level sending unit. Let that motherfucker leak out. Damn, I have a full tank of gas. That is some cheese. This always takes a bunch of patience to get this thing out. Oh, because I have such a long feed. It will make sense once it's out. Here it is. This corrugated hose is what makes it kind of tough to get it out. It likes to get caught on everything, but this is how I know I'm not losing any pressure inside of the gas tank. These are the best feed lines. This is a different connector than this pump, so I'm gonna have to crimp this connector in, which it's no big deal. Let's get that swapped over. This is so weird to me that the brown is the positive and white is negative, but I'm just gonna have to listen to what's directly on the fuel pump. There we go, all wired up, plumbed in. When I didn't have this sock on it, on the DW300, it would whine so loud. So I got that little sock on there. Hopefully it insulates it a little bit. Let's throw this in and see how it works. Test fitting the sender in there. I knew I should test it. I'm just gonna rotate that a little bit so that there's no contact. This is so unfortunate. This fuel pump hole is so small, so this does not fit. Damn. I was able to push a zip tie behind this metal zip tie to loosen it, to get that little detent pushed out so that I can open it and get it tight again, so that I don't have to go to the shop to get a new one, which I'm so glad. Let's go. Yes. This clamp is fully closed, so I don't think it's gonna be fully tight, but I guess it worked. Damn, that's way quieter than the other one. Since it's not a high pressure, it's not whining like crazy. Let's go. This is actually good news. I was letting the car idle for like 25 minutes and it happened again. Key on, no fuel pressure. So I think when the fuel was boiling over, this surge tank fuel pump might have gotten cooked, because this tank was so hot and it was sitting in there for so long. I do have another 450 fuel pump right here, so I'm gonna have to replace this out right now and hope for the best. Ponlo en posición 2, pero apágalo y ponlo otra vez. Okay, 12 volts, look at that. So it is the fuel pump. It's being intermitted, so I gotta get this fuel pump changed out, because since I put these double nuts on there, these are not the issue. It's not a connection issue, so I know that inside the tank it also has 12 volts. Get this motherfucker banged out, man. Look at this. What up, Dad? Hey. Got my dad here with me. Yes. Got good company for this. I primed the car over with the fuse 11 out, which is the fuel pump fuse, so that, oh, there's no fuel within the line. I take the sock off the old one. This new one came with nothing. It's not that old though. It's only like a year and a half old. Now, if you follow me on Instagram at E30Joel, if you don't, I show a lot of tips and tricks on there, the little stuff that don't really make it into the videos. But I showed the last time I took this fuel pump out, this O-ring swells like crazy, and if I were to put this in right now with this O-ring like this, it's gonna rip and it's gonna be a bad time. So last time I had to boil it for 10 minutes and then bake it for 10 minutes, and it actually worked. So I'm gonna have to do the same again, which is so annoying, but it's part of it. Let that sit for 10 minutes. It's good to go. Ooh. God damn. Good to go. Let's go. It works like a dream. Look, fully seated, everything. This is such a good trick. It's so weird how that works. It's ready for install and it's not gonna rip on the way in. I got some WD-40 on there just to prevent any rips from happening. Gotta give it a little shimmy around, make sure it's all seated. Good to go. Let's see. What the hell? It jumped up and then went down. Is it not working still with this new pump? Dude, this is exactly what I will need. What the f, bro? That's not good. Wait. That's not good. That's not good. Is something loose? Did I leave something loose inside the... It's the next day now. After that last clip, the fuel pump entirely stopped working. There's 12 volts at the top of this connector. So I'm just gonna take it apart and make sure that everything is good inside. And I have never been so stuck with not knowing what it could possibly be the issue, but disassembly is the only thing that I could do. Everything in here looks to be good, but I gotta just start testing stuff. I disconnected the relay from the fuel pump in the stock tank so that these don't shoot fuel out, and only this fuel pump relay is connected. So let's see if it turns on now. What the fuck? Of course it turns on. Dude, is my fuel filter clogged? I'm gonna take this fuel filter out and clean it and make sure that it's not clogged, because this is actually insane, dude. So the fuel pump working outside every time I turn the key on, but not when it's inside. Let's get this fuel filter out and cleaned. Wait, low-key, this would make a lot of sense why my fuel would be getting very hot if there's just a crazy amount of restriction from a clogged fuel filter. Hold on, I might be onto something with this. So to get this apart, I have to have a special wrench to go into these two pins to loosen it, but I don't have it. So I gotta make something work, but I don't have many choices here at home. So I think I gotta go to the shop to make a little tool to get this to work. This is some crazy shit, I swear. I'm at the shop now just to make this little tool to get that fuel filter apart. Got this piece of metal cut out. I'm gonna drill 2 holes in it, put bolts into it, and then tack those bolts in, and hopefully that works as a little wrench. I completely forgot to clean the metal and the bolt, but I just burned her in hot and she's good to go. Let's go, dude. Yes. I know now why tool makers enjoy their job. That is a very good feeling. So here it is. Yeah. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I'm gonna spray it with some brake clean and hope that there's something different. I have no idea. I did not know that this was a 10 micron, but that is very good to know. God damn. I got it all sprayed out with the compressed air after completely washing it with the brake clean. I don't think this is gonna do any difference, but there's no other thing that I can think of. I'm making sure to be very disciplined with getting silicone on every O-ring no matter what. That should be a common practice for everything. There we go, all set up again and good to go. Nuke says on their website that you need to clean this fuel filter every season. It's been 1.5 years and I've never cleaned it once. So that's good to know. I'm gonna be cleaning it 4 times a year now. I just did not know that that was a thing. No way. It was actually my fucking fuel filter. The amount of flow, it sounds so much more potent now. So this other fuel pump is probably good. I'm gonna keep this as a spare. I would have never guessed that that was the issue, but now that I know that that was the issue, at least let's see after driving it if this really was. This is just so insane. That is what I like to see. Finally. First full pull, I'm just gonna look at the AFR the whole time. Oh my God. I think that was actually the issue, a clogged fuel filter. I mean, it makes a lot of sense why the fuel was boiling if that's the case, honestly. Never knew about it until it was drastic, because this is actually kind of crazy. It feels like it's free flowing now, where before it felt kind of restricted, which obviously now that I know, it makes a lot of sense. Gas station right here where my car was acting up like crazy. Now let's see how hot the surge tank is. Yes! Oh my goodness, that is so much better. I think because I'm accelerating and actually using fuel, since it's replenishing, then it doesn't actually get that hot. I don't know. Yeah, this was definitely a really big issue. That fuel filter was very clogged. Because look, I can just hold my hand on it, and before it was burning my hand. And if I turned the car off, it wouldn't turn back on. So I'm so happy. damn good now. Everything feels so on point. The acceleration is nice and good. The throttle cable feels good. Took the rear seat out since I was messing around with the fuel pumps. Got all my tools with me just in case, but it looks like I can take the tools out because the car is working. What a beautiful day. Damn. I love this car so much. Finally, it's back. It's back.